FNCS Major 1 just ended, and no one expected this duo to make Fortnite history. We had one of the biggest comebacks we've ever seen in an FNCS tournament, and today we're watching exactly how it all went down. I was flying home during day 1 of the finals, but I was able to watch it on my phone, so we're going to do a quick summary of everything that happened in the first day. Leading up to game 1, this FNCS was already looking to be one of the worst we have ever seen. Several teams were disqualified just days before the finals, and even Booga got DQ'd an hour before the finals started. During the tournament, Epic tweeted and clarified that rules were broken, but they admitted that they mishandled the entire situation. This had a ton of pros and fans demanding a restart, and everyone in the official Fortnite stream was spamming #RestartGrands. Fortnite responded on Twitter saying that they were already too deep in the tournament and they are not going to start over. To try to make up for it, they added a second chance qualifier to give players one more shot to qualify to the Summit LAN in Germany. But getting back to the tournament, a lot of teams like Bucky and Zen ended up getting surprise contested on day 1, which really affected this team's placement overall. Clix and Higgs started off strong. They had back-to-back wins, and Clix even had the most damage in the lobby with an AR by a lot. But they still had less than 2 average eliminations per game, so they weren't keeping up with some of the other tier 1 teams. So this would end up costing them as the tournament went on. Veno and Curve tied for the most eliminations on day 1 with 31, but they weren't as consistent with placements, so they finished the day in 10th place. Peterbot and Pollo had a pretty rough start. In the first 6 games, they never made it beyond 5th place. We hadn't seen them play this bad since Globals. At the end of the day, Acorn and Bolts were in first place, just 1 point ahead of Cold and Rapid. But then we saw the best second day comeback we have ever seen in FNCS.
He's in big danger here, so off he goes.
Clix is not streaming FNCS. I think is this Clix's first time not streaming FNCS? I think it is.
They know you're a solo, especially isolated like this. They're gonna go. They see Cooper trying to rotate in. Big damage coming out from the both of them. Cooper backed up against the wall. They continuously try to.
It's the first time I don't see Peterbot and Pollo so dominant.
In order to connect, in order to get that elimination.
I wonder if the.
Outside of these builds,
I wonder if it's like the loot pool, the weapons, movement. Dang, Cooper goes down.
Cooper is a solo, so they're not going to stop until they secure that elimination. 4 more points for Peterbot and Pollo in a game that's looking very, very accelerated.
Gifted that time around as well.
Your hands look strong.
Right.
Thank you.
They were trying to
I like to think that I am strong.
Reserves for the working out though in the end.
I think my teenager could take you on. Honestly, probably.
Set up and it's a bit of a different end game.
Probably.
Right?
These kids these days are really talented at Fortnite. But I'm like LeBron James, all right? I got that longevity, all right? I can still keep up with the youngins.
The dust settles. They're going to fall below, but Zen once again takes some damage, 103, and he gets a good shot.
If there's ever been a moment where like someone deserves a win, I feel like Clix deserves to win. Obviously, he still has to go out and do it. But they just have to survive. He put in so much work. They've been playing so dominant.
And start digging into the heals that they were pretty much saving up here in the reserves. But Ritual, it is not looking good for him right now, as he is down and out. This is all up to Agers now. He's putting his team on the back here. Picks up a little bit of the loot that was left over, but couldn't quite get the extra heal here.
Agers is a veteran. He can do this.
Yeah, it's 264 above the Disguise.
This is the FNCS Grand Finals. This is game 7. It's the first game of the second day. Can I be honest, Chad, about Storm Surge? I think they can make Storm Surge
just because you're contested, just because you win doesn't mean
slower.
Joy at the end of the day.
Like,
but you were right. It does look like their first attempt.
Like I think they could just have it just be slightly slower in terms of allowing people to fight while it's active. Because so many times when Storm Surge is active, like and you're watching someone try to fight, like that just
No
fries
extra
them.
heals monster in this moment. They are going to jump above.
I think the goal is obviously the
Is
players
not
are
be
gonna,
a thing, but they
they're
need to
gonna
be
die.
persistent,
They're gonna
try to put
die
them
out
pressure,
because
because
they're
they
losing
were
health.
here doesn't mean
But I
they're
feel like
gonna
it could
end
just
in
be
the next
slightly nerfed in terms of how hard it
They'll
hits.
continue to do what they do. We said that
Goodness
they were
gracious.
uncharacteristically positioned on the backside of zone. You can see it's ending up
Something about
playing
Pollo
out
and
in their
Peterbot is
favor.
they're
They
always
find
gonna
Elam here, and
have
they
like a
rotate
few
in
kills going into the
smoothly
end
right
game.
afterwards. But when you start
I
looking
think
up
what's
towards height, when you
killing
start
Clicks
looking
and
at
Higgs
who's
is
trying to position for the big
they
one
play
once
so
again here,
well for the
it's
win,
Clicks and Higgs.
but
I
they
love that
do
they're trying
not
to take
take
on this identity
they do not take
as a
fights and they do
high
not
ground
get
team,
kills
and
until the
whenever
end
you
game.
wanna put everything on the line doing it.
Like yesterday they won 2 in a row and they were tied with first place. Like they were in first, but they were tied with second in terms of points. While like Cold had like 8 kills in one of the end games. Like
doesn't find any luck there.
those kills add up.
Because he is out of heals, 165 HP. He can only take about 8 ticks of this zone total, even if he was full health. And those ticks are being a huge difference maker, forcing him to try to make a play here. 145. He's going to be able to make it above on that last one because of the shockwave of somebody else. But now
Oh,
it's
he's
his turn
cooked.
to try to shockwave in. He takes that same
Trying to get that
amount of
shield.
damage. The blessing here, though, monster for him is Storm Surge just deactivated.
Oh, we got a kill for
Inside
Clicks.
that top 40 from the high ground,
Nice.
though. Clicks and Higgs doing exactly what they do best.
Dude,
Already
no,
finding
Oni
several sets of
HQ.
elimination, little extra damage onto
Wait, Zen's fighting on high ground. Oh god.
While we look away, Zen
That's scary.
tries to come up here. This
That's
is, of
scary,
course,
'cause Zen's like a
Zen
Zone Wars
trying to
demon.
Make a play for height, but Clicks and Higgs shut it down, and they remain successfully in control here at the moment. Now, Duke
He's using the gloves.
very early here, and they didn't have max material.
He's using the
All that
gloves.
they're
I
trying to
very
do right
rarely
now is
see the
show
pros
that
use the
they are
gloves.
willing to dominate height here and play
I don't know
for the
why.
win.
Yeah, Higgs finally getting that elimination, getting cleaned up for Bucky, looking towards the backside of the zone.
Dude, I love. Oh, dude, Pollo and Peterbot are about to pounce. Oh no. No, they're not. They're not.
To the front, not just yet going for height. We still got a few more zones for that to be a possibility. But if you look at the
I'm so
material
impressed
count,
with
they
how
have
Clicks and Higgs have just been able to really hold height every game almost. More than half the games, they're on high ground.
Acorn not getting one, so no Sypher for him, so he has to
They've become such a dominant high ground team.
on the chug either, so a dangerous position here for Acorn to be in.
And there's opponents in the storm as well. Bolts is somewhat left behind here, trapped in the build. Meanwhile, Cold and Rapido, a single Elim, but this is where we've seen them do best.
Last year they were
Cold
like a
out
low
any
ground
further, as
team.
I've done that once before.
Yeah, I mean
I've
they've
made a
become so
mistake
good at
by saying
high ground
so.
control and
Venom,
everything.
Curve on the other side have 4 eliminations.
Yeah, Clicks got another knock.
In here. This is what we wanted to see from Veno and Curve.
I think they're getting
Yesterday,
contested right now.
Just couldn't quite figure out their end game and find
Looks
their
like I'm
footing.
Enough and Salt
But
are pushing
now,
up.
Here we are, seeing a stronger than ever Venom.
Peterbot just, bro.
Peterbot
and Pollo are farm. They like right now they're not farming, but that's what they do. Like they literally farm kills on the medium ground and low ground. They run around so confident. Okay, Higgs. Oh god. Oh god. I called it. Salt and I'm Enough.
A whole new team.
Where's Clicks? Is Clicks dead?
Ready to make day number 2 count
Ah,
here. They already have those
crap.
3 eliminations. They're looking up, making sure nobody else is up there. They don't see anybody, so they
Oh, I'm Enough got
knocked.
knocked.
Back to down low, and that was the distraction.
This high ground like
That was the
flying
mistake.
in the air
Outside of
with
zone,
the
Curve and
SMG is
Venom
like
are
so
now
powerful.
teams on high ground.
Excellent execution as well for practice to putting it into
Damn,
play
dude.
here. Curve and Veno have the high ground here. No heals though, so we'll keep
Peterbot
an eye on them.
about to go
Pollo is
down.
and out. Peterbot left to clutch this up by himself. He makes it right into the top 10.
Damn.
There's a little bit of HP there, but unfortunately will fall just short.
Dude, Cold-
Now Curve and Veno assessing the situation here.
Cold's
They have
still
Max to
alive,
play
bro.
with. They
They're
have
about to
the
take
height
first.
and the distance from the rest of the opponents, but can they put the pressure down?
Yeah, coming into
They're
this
about to
game,
take first.
10th place on the leaderboard. Not where they have
Sphinx and
hoped,
Muzz are
but
looking
what
healthy,
we're
too.
Questioning is what is going wrong in their mid to end games, because if they can make it there, they can make the plays happen, and they're showing it here early in game number 1. Cold and Rapid get pushed. Cold goes down. A sacrifice for Rapid. He gets the elim, and he's trying to get out. Wagers goes down to Muzz and Sphinx. This is just chaos ensuing on the low ground, and for Muzz and Sphinx, they might be the only duo left alive down below.
Yeah, I think Muzz and Sphinx win this one.
They have full control of the
From the low ground. I think they win from the low ground. They've got so many materials, and they've got heals.
Now there it is, the most important Elim. Veno and Curve are really down and out. They're pretty much down bad here.
Yeah.
This is going to come down to all accuracy.
see Venom
Oh!
audio visual.
Oh!
Takes down Sphinx.
What a
Cypher. At least
bomb!
he's trying to keep himself
Oh,
alive.
that was
Against
smart.
Curve and Venom start
Oh, that was
one.
crazy.
8-7
Hold on now.
fire.
I kind of want to go to this LAN in Germany. It's at the end of May, right? You know what's scary about Cold and
huge for
Rapid
them to go ahead and do this and coming into
being in
today,
first
Kelly
right
kind of
now?
already
It's like
talked about how many points
they're
they
not
are
going
behind them
anywhere.
right now.
Like they
Coming
get
into today,
elims
after the
every
first
game,
6 games on day number 1,
and they're so
for Venom,
consistent
when
with
they were sitting
making
in
it to
10th
top
place on
5.
Rapid.
So Clicks and Higgs need to just
13
like they need to like
points
win
between
like back to back
Venom and
again
first
today.
place.
Yeah, Curve and Venom with 40 elims is
That is what's
crazy.
crazy, right? The day, but
Do you think if
Curve
Click
and
sacrifices
Venom,
everything
and some of
outside of the
those
game, he
stats,
would win an
they're 5, the
FNCS?
top
Bro, I don't know
Curve
what
and
you're
Venom are
asking right now.
Of those 5
What are you asking? If Click sells his soul, will he win an
Obviously,
FNCS?
the accolades aren't there on Curve, set in stone, but these quick off-spawn fights really prove to kind of be.
Let's go, Empen! Stay alive, Jack.
And already one elimination.
Oh yeah, it was. I met Empen in LA
But they kind of switch up their
at the Star Wars thing with Fortnite.
Too far away from the split drop towards
That's not the
left.
first time I met him, but he was
They're
there.
actually full committing to the south side of Frigid Fortress.
What does Clicks have to do to try to get himself in position to try to win? I mean, he needs to stick to the game plan, and they need to play better. Oh,
There it is.
Oh!
Oh my gosh!
no!
What a shot by the tick here. And this is what this is what happens at the highest level of play, right, Jacob? Like anything can happen. Pros do have their moments where they end up clutching up, and although
I wonder if they
he does
realize
get
that they
full
killed
finish
2
here,
solos.
It doesn't matter. Empen is now in a much worse position.
Yeah, Empen is just hoping that Osid and Scare get bored. They don't look for him, and you can kind of see in the feed that Empen did not get eliminated. But in comes Dragon and Creon. This might be a
Oh my
blessing
God,
for
there's a
Empen to try to
whole-
get out. He does
whole
have
mess
the zip
happening
line,
here.
though. Leaves you open to taking shot. Creon, Dragon.
They need to play better
Absolutely
height
great
defense.
shot
Like
on
they've
Osid's gonna push him
Clicks and
back.
Higgs will have height, and then teams will just like fly above them, and
Creon's there on the other side.
oh my
They
God,
improve. Dragon
they're getting
full
cooked.
aggression on this fight against Osid and Scare. They already get the first knock. Creon with the other angle. They get a
Damn.
full-on wipe.
They played that perfectly as well. Leaving that weakened wall there, while Dragon distracted from the high ground and then takes it at the prime time there. The timing just couldn't have been better. Looks Karis trap. Thinks he's out though. Peter Boya back at it right now, finding CDZ and Raven here. It's like the worst nightmare for CDZ and Raven. You know, we gave them a lot of grace yesterday as we watched them continue to improve game to game, but whatever they're doing right now, they're ending up in the war path with Peter and Pollo. I don't like it. I'm sure they don't either.
Damn.
They almost got down onto Pollo. That's maybe a non-factor. He does clean up that elimination. Both of them will end up going down. So Reed,
Uh-oh, Bolts and Acorn in trouble.
Here to finish this game.
Pressure on Bolts and Acorn as well here. Below the surge, we were highlighting the fact that teams like Acorn and Bolts didn't have problems with the Storm Surge at all, at least doing damage to them. And then we come in down.
Can somebody explain Surge to
Already,
me?
That's not the same story here at all. Acorn, so much
I'll move my
pressure, doesn't
camera.
have
I am
time
blocking
on the field,
Surge.
But Bolts comes in to back him up here. This is onto paper.
Surge, okay.
This is really going to come down to whether or not Bolts can buy
In-
his team
in
a little bit of
Fortnite,
time. He's done it so far. He finds
Specifically
Paper now.
competitive because players are alive.
Paper goes rolling away
The
off
game-
to the side. Resi now,
the game
one-on-one
ensures
against
that there
Acorn.
is
Acorn,
a
you
certain
gotta
amount
bet
of
for yourself,
players.
son.
Acorn's going down
This is
here.
gonna be tough. Resi's trying to hold it down. Acorn, though. The big
Wait.
Acorn is here.
Bolt's got him.
And he does what he needs to do to stay in the game. But
No.
Bolt's have
In Fortnite, it tracks how much damage you do in a game. And throughout the match, there's a certain amount of players that the game wants to be alive maximum. It's changed throughout the years, but I'll just give like example numbers, right? Like let's just say like after like the first zone, there's like 80 people alive, but the game wants like 72 people to be alive. And the reason why is because if 80 people stay alive and through endgame, it's going to be super laggy and the game will just break. So the players that don't have enough damage done, they're going to be below Storm Surge. And if they don't do damage to get above the Surge, they'll start taking 25 damage every few seconds
I'm just thinking like
until they die.
Cold and Rapid have a chance to
Or
move
until
so far
people
ahead of the
die and there's
competition.
less than like, let's
Huge
say
problem
72.
for this lobby right now.
And then as the game progresses, there's like more and more thresholds that the game has. So towards the end, there only needs to be 40 people alive maximum in the end game. So there's more than 40 people, Storm Surge will kick in and start killing people who don't have enough damage done.
For a moment. And oh my
Bro,
God,
Reeds.
only moment he needs.
Reeds.
Literally, if it
From
was
30
still
HP and he's
actually
back.
active monster, he would have been ticked down for sure, but Reed making a play, 4 more points in this game. 2 teams need to go down, and he's going to start getting rewarded with placement points.
Hey man, he's back.
Incredible.
Like he never left right here. It's got 2 big pots as well to bounce back in the game. Pressure on Braids and Visuals from the side here. These are his walls too. He can get in and make some pretty.
Dude, Clicks died.
But talk about a way to claw your way out of the grave for a second. Visuals and Braids though. Look at what happened here. Just shortly before they made that rotate, they actually find an elimination there, an important one as well. At 3 HP, the Siphon is what's going to keep them in the game, remaining competitive. I saw that while we were hopping around, Clicks actually eliminated 2. So we have some pretty big top 10 teams now.
Okay, chat, it's just adding to the storyline. It's just adding to the storyline. It's just adding to the storyline, chat. Clicks has to clutch up the last 4 games to make it happen.
Sometimes we say it's a little
to see teams do that because high ground is completely free right now. Even Rituals and Ages are looking up like, wait a second, bro, no one's up here, and you saw him kind of break off for it. Braids on the other side though, just popping off right here, playing the edge of zone, gets a little Siphon going, and now look.
That was a bad game for Clicks and Higgs.
Come in. They were just waiting for someone to build the foundation, and
That
now
was a bad game
to try to take the investment away from them, and it actually works off.
Forcing them down a whole nother layer, and then set their focus onto 20 and Neko as well.
Could you add predictions from next game? I don't know how to do that. Mods?
Holden Rapid may not have won a
Oh,
game
Rapid went down.
Low ground very well, but look at this. As I'm about to celebrate their
Peterbot on height. Wait, Curve.
Meanwhile, Curve
And Vino.
doing the same thing they did before, play deep side of Storm, come bouncing way on in.
Oh!
With the Flowberry mist to just support them here for the high ground take, but Veno's got to be careful. He's right outside the box of Peterbot Boyo. It seems like they've conceded to give away the high ground, and it is theirs now.
Boyo goes down. Peterbot has no health. Back-to-back wins.
Boyo's down and out in the
I think they get it back-to-back.
It's all up to Peterbot to clutch it up too.
Back-to-back is 100% certainly possible, especially with the tough competition.
Back-to-back, and they take first place.
Their run has come to an end. Vivid was talking about if they could repeat that same game, they could close the gap. But now with first, second, and third place out of your
Peterbot,
way,
6
this
HP.
is an opportunity to do it, but Peterbot by himself.
Generational performance right here from Peter.
Finds a little crevice there to hold on to down
And
below. Not able to get
he died.
elimination, though. He gets taken. I think outside of the box, which is Force and Seek to take this Storm damage. It's his only play here to try to get some extra placement points.
Love what we're seeing right now. Veno coming down here. No material, just force to play chest to chest here while Curve's got eyes from the top down. Here comes the mist. Just give them a little bit of a relief here, but Tyler comes
missed,
up, goes
just
for the
short.
shot, doesn't quite hit it. And Tyler's got enough mats to actually do
Drop that
work
extra
here.
shotgun, bro.
Jacob, this is not a safe end game by any means. It really is going to come down to whether or not Tyler wants to contest them on height or jump down low for some elimination points.
Yeah, it's not just the build that I'm looking at. It's that mythic Chaos Reloader that can turn the tides of fights in the blink of an eye. But he's getting pushed by the solo down below. Seek, he gets the elimination. Siphon getting up to 200
1v2.
and HP.
He can do it. He can 1v2. Ah, they're kind of healthy.
Refusing to drop down low.
Oh!
They're refusing to get
Oh, he get a
no choice but to go up.
Oh!
Big shot on the curve. Tyler is trying to make
Oh,
dreams
40.
come true. He lands another
Shockwave,
shot
shockwave. Use the
on
shockwave.
down below, trying to deny the back.
No, don't choke.
Tyler, he just needs
Don't
the one
choke.
chance, but he is already down. He's by himself. 1v1.
No way, dude. He almost choked that.
Tyler catches up.
1v2.
It might have been his biggest play of his
Oh
career,
my God.
and he definitely
But Vino
deserves it. There's one thing
and
you
Curve,
cannot deny.
first place at the
A
second place. They're
professional
climbing.
player
They're
build
climbing.
is dangerous.
FNCS, baby. FNCS.
What an exception.
I thought he was gonna try to shockwave him in a storm there at the end. All right, Chad. The Clicks comeback starts now. The Clicks comeback starts now. Did I watch FNCS yesterday? I did. I was watching FNCS yesterday on the plane ride home, sitting in first class with the FNCS on my phone. The flight attendant was like, "Would you like something to drink?" I'm like, "Stop. The FNCS is on. Please have some respect." Hold on, what do we got here?
Curve and Venno.
Dude,
And
clicks
the game, or the day
and
that they had
Higgs in
yesterday,
9.
the day that they're having
No.
today, I wonder if they're gonna end
No.
up with more
Kind of
Come
going
on,
for it.
Clicks
And then
Higgs,
when Curve
back-to-back
and Venno
wins
went
right
for it,
here.
there was nobody
Back-to-back wins right here. They climb up. Here's one thing. I know if Clicks doesn't win this FNCS, he's going to regret not streaming it. He doesn't care about the money. He wants to win.
Let's give this little.
That's why he's not
highlight
streaming.
here.
Obviously, he doesn't care about the money. He wants to
Well, we
win,
see
but still.
Nino just holding down the sanctuary once again, finding nice little alert play there. Peak of the mountain there. Get that momentum going, but Venno and Curve actually find Magma, G Monster right here, trying to set up. And I thought he was spotted out, but Magma's got no idea that he's actually approaching this close here.
Oh my God.
I want to know if he's going to go for the high ground player or the low ground ones. G Monster
They're gonna chop him
as well.
I think they might just go for a straight chop, but Magma's dropping down low, so he's probably gonna wait for the window to open. He go ahead and disengage out. He might get spotted out on the other side. Don't take your pick at this point.
What a play from Vito. What a play. That was so smart, man. He's so good.
G Money, a quick 2 eliminations.
Wow.
Venno and Curve, they're not slowing down.
And I've worked
Wow,
with him a lot of
dude.
times, so I know exactly what the
Is
other
Venno
one's
gonna come and win on NA?
He plays the switch.
Slepsy was thinking.
Higgs and Clicks are alive. Thank God. Thank God. I see them. I see them.
The final moments of game number 9.
Oh, they're under Surge.
Surge is here, and Clicks and Higgs are 150 below right now. Still plenty of room.
Get in there, bro.
Damage to be had here, so they have to play.
Oh my God, yes, Clicks, get in there. Get in there.
Shot Clicks into the box. Wow.
Oh no, how is he still below?
It's Agers and Rituals are
Bro,
here
he
to
just
clean it
killed
up,
a duo and he's
they
still
take out some of
below.
that close competition there in Clicks and Higgs.
Oh my
and
God.
The runway is starting to open up now. Meanwhile, Curve and Venno
make sure they maintain their presence up above.
He killed 2 people, but like he took damage too. Like the Surge works both ways. Like if you take damage, it takes away from your Surge damage. Ah, it might be cooked. It might be cooked, chat.
Curve forced to play high ground by himself.
Oh, the freaking light. Poyo with the double kill.
And then we jump right into Poyo, who also has a refresh of their own, and everyone is clawing back.
Bro, if they knew it was a solo on high ground, they would go for him.
We got Curve by himself. We got Aegis Ritual, Acorn and Bolt, even Peterbot and Poyo. All
Poyo and Peterbot, they're gonna win.
Big Elim up towards the top. Peterbot
What a play.
towards height. Give themselves a huge advantage and another 4 points for those.
They made the read.
Even more
They realized it was a solo, they went up.
but down below, the counterpart, Agers and Ritual still running wild. 5 eliminations of their own. They have pizza, they have splashes, they have materials on top. So they don't even necessarily need an elimination.
If you line it up, they will knock it down. Bolts and Acorn here. 4 eliminations now on the low ground. Peterbot and Poyo, we already know, have solidified their high ground position. Bolt's just continuing to do what he does best. That's a monstrous refresh, and he picks up everything here. Gets the Chug Jug as well. He's just living off
Acorn goes down though.
the siphon, but no, Acorn gets caught there by Javi and Aminish. Tyler still holding on here as well. Somehow.
Dang, that cone just ruined his day. Bro, look at this high ground hold. They're not getting chopped.
Showing us how badly he wants it. Bolt's here on the low ground though. Javi and Aminish here, full duo. Versus, of course, Peterbot Poyo pressure from the top. It's not looking too good here.
Yeah, Bolt's just getting pressure from all angles. Both of the duos sandwich him, eat him alive, but there comes the drop down coming in.
There's no way Peterbot and Poyo lose this.
Over recycled builds. They can maintain their presence, but a blessing for them is the same blessing from down below. Javi and Aminish are able
Wait, they
to
both
do
have
that same
shockwaves though, and they're healthy.
And rightfully so. Look at their material count monster. They were almost out of mats altogether.
Yeah, Peterbot knows what to do here. He's just got to keep that relentless pressure coming down.
Oh, Peter.
But Javi comes up, finds a little cheeky angle from the side there, but he's got no.
Aminish goes down.
So punished too. Aminish's got nothing, but Poyo's coming down to finish the job.
Yeah, it's.
Peterbot's already got the full conclusion there, and now, Jacob, it's just looking like a 2v1.
Yeah, basically, Javi's living on borrowed time here. He might know it.
He knows it's over, bro.
Material zone pulling on over. Yes, he can farm up a little bit, but double Thunder Burst up above the mythic AR. They're gonna melt through those builds, and that's why you see layer by layer, Peterbot and Poyo dropping down. They just don't want to take any big risk here because they know this one is definitely in the bag. 9 eliminations so far, and if they're able to clean this one up, get that elimination onto Javi, this could be a double Double-digit elimination.
10 kill win for Pollo and Peter.
Fire at the right time. Peter
Oh, dude, are they gonna
You know,
freaking
they
just
were
clutch up at the end and just take it all? Peterbot and Pollo in first place. Oh my god. Curve and Venno in second. Cold and Rapid in third. Clicks and Higgs in 10th. Dude, it's still like they're not out yet. They're not out yet. There's 3 more games. They won back-to-back already. They have more victory royales than every single team in this tournament. They have more victory royales than every other team in this tournament. Bro, I feel like I cursed Clicks by making my tweet yesterday.
Go ahead and get those eliminations on the contested drop. It makes finding that loot that much harder. Mako blanks going ahead, pressing on to Muss outside of the Riptides. They have a good 2v1 opportunity here, but they're continuously trading shots. Muss not going down without a fight. Another chance there as he lands another big tag.
Dang.
26 HP, even the knock.
Dang. That Muss guy just turned it around. Oh, but threats.
The party does not stop here. Threats and Veer, who are once inside of the bubble, fell out, are ready to make up for those mistakes early on. They have the fizz, they have the shock.
Look at that movement. Oh my god. Tony Parker.
Heard the noise onto Mako, so they're just going to drop down and try to clean up this even.
Yeah, doing a great job chasing them down right now. Veer's got
The Tony Parker, I meant Tony Hawk. Bro, just hit a
well,
move in the
their
skate
tag,
park.
and unfortunately, they don't quite find it, but this is still great damage, and they want these points right there. Again,
This Click's alive. Bro, the game just started. He's alive. Relax.
Within around that 15th place range after slipping out, so Veer and Threat still have some big games to be out here.
Getting more and more.
Who's
crowded.
Tony Parker? Bro, what do you mean who's Tony Parker?
Got Nick and Skinny Cat moving on over.
That's a Spurs legend right there.
Positioning, chasing for that Elim. Then you have Muss and Liquid on the other side of Riptide. So even though they were able to get the one.
How do you read all the chats? I don't. I ignore all my chats.
All too much. Higgs and Clicks, they get the
Besides this
legendary
comment
drop
from
this time
HDHD,
out
says you're so handsome. Thank you. Someone's eyes are
Already
working
have their
today.
peel that mini
Nobody
gets
said
on
that?
the
It's in the
first
chat.
zone,
What do you
but
mean? It's in the TikTok
over
chat. I
the
swear
western
someone
side
said
of the
that.
map.
After this exchange right here.
Alex is an 8x champion now. I know. Congratulations to Power Alex on winning his 8th FNCS. 4 in a row.
They fizz, they close the distance, and now they get the knock. Instead of cleaning up
We need to see him do well in
instantly,
a LAN tournament though. We need to see him do well in a like global tournament. I think he has what it takes. He just needs to lock in, get over the mental
So yep, he's gonna have to use
part.
the fizz to really make that shockwave worth it. Getting up on top of that mountain, that's gonna give him a huge bird's eye view to try to figure out where Penta actually ran to. Spots the builds in the distance, safe landing into the water. But he is so far away from Cooper now that gives Penta a 1v1 if he could just figure out it actually is a 1v1.
There's no way. He's off. He's already going right back to the bodies, thinking that they came together. But Cooper's here waiting to catch him.
You saw the medkit outside, did he know?
Now this is starting to track what seems to be other duos here in the area that are just going to stick into their usual roles
Nice.
right now. So we have to be careful, but there it is. Finally, they come up here at the Latte Land.
What does PK stand for?
Yeah, they spotted.
If you and Peter bought 1v1 100 times, what do you think the outcome would be?
A lot of patience, because there's a lot of moments to where you typically would think,
Zone,
I don't want to take
it depends on how he
damage, I wanna beat
plays.
other teams there, but sometimes it's just more beneficial.
I do think that if Peter bot wanted to,
Fight for your time. Let the Storm do its
like if
thing,
Peter bot
force
wanted
other
to,
players at their hands,
and he
depending on
played
what situation they're in.
like you know, extremely protected and safe and smart, as if like any potential damage I do is he's gonna deny it. I'll be completely honest. I could see Peter Bob beating me 100 times. I could see it happening, and maybe I'm cutting myself a little short. Maybe I'm cutting myself a little short, but it just depends on how he
As we
plays.
start talking about the way this zone
Depends on the format, too.
Clicks and Higgs, you have this monstrous base set up here.
I know Peter Bot beat Ron like 100-0. I'm much better at Fortnite than Ron, especially now. But like I said, it really just comes down to how he plays the 1v1s. If he tries to be flashy, or if he tries to trade hits with me, I'll definitely take rounds off of him. I'll definitely take rounds off of him. But if he plays like maximum like cheese, like maximum grief, there's definitely a possibility he just goes 100-0. But the thing is, like, I'm not bad at playing. I'm like, if anything, like, I'm actually smart enough to know how to play against better players, and I'm really good with my pre-fires and everything. So it's like, if we, but that's another thing. If we have 200 pump shotguns, I'll definitely get a few 1-pumps on him.
Ambush set up there. All the teams rotating in.
Ronaldo would 100-0 you. I 1v1 Ronaldo when he was still playing a little bit more Fortnite than he does now, and I beat him like 5-2 for a video. But now Ron doesn't even play. Ron plays even less now. The thing is, I don't even play 1v1s. That's another thing. If I spent like a couple weeks playing 1v1s every day for like an hour or two, I would get so much like beginner gains, in the sense that like my 1v1 skill set would rapidly increase due to the fact that it's not something I practice at all. Yeah, if I grinded ones, played scrims, like, you know, had a coach in tournaments, like it'd be a huge improvement for sure. I know what it takes to get better at anything. Like, I've done it multiple times across different games and even like different aspects of life. Like the skill set of improving, the skill set of getting better at something is, once you've acquired that and you've kind of mastered it a bit, you become so unstoppable.
As we were jumping away, I think
anything you put your effort towards, you just start improving at a rapid pace. Like, some people don't know how to get better at things, or they're not good at getting better at things. They don't have the patience, they don't have like the routine, discipline, whatever it is. But once you kind of master self-improvement and mastering a skill, like, it just becomes easier and easier to master more and more skills that help you in life or in your personal ambitions, whether it's like video games or sports or, you know, the gym.
I see Clicks and Higgs there in the distance too. Meanwhile,
Prime Venom, between me and Typical Gamer, I'll be honest, we've never 1v1'd on even ping. I would like to think that I could beat him, but he's also pretty good. He's a high level unk. So you know, I got respect for TG, because at his age, he's like 34 years old. He still plays a lot of tournaments and competitive. But I would like to think that I'm like still capable of beating him, just because I feel like I'm faster and more reactive. But I also have it, like, I would say right now, if you just threw me in a 1v1, I'm not feeling that confident. Like right now, just because I've barely been playing Fortnite and I haven't been doing any 1v1s. But I feel like if I 1v1 for like just like a week, like not even a couple weeks, just like a week of doing 1v1s and playing some creative, like, I'll be pretty primed. I feel like I would be able to take him.
Clicks and Higgs opting to go for high ground here once again, this time as early as the 8th zone.
TG beat Peterbot though. You're right, he did beat Peterbot. Oh no, I'm enough goes down. Wait, Clicks and Higgs. This is it. This is it. High ground protection. They kill Bucky.
It's Bucky and Zen who are trying to fight for it, though.
This is it right here.
This is another reason why I think it's just a little bit too early sometimes.
Pollo goes down. Peterbot's alive by himself.
But it's because everybody's sending it up above. You said it yourself. Pollo down. There's a lot of pressure.
Veno and Curve are contesting.
On the leaderboard. Quickly peeks up. Steals some of that loot away. Curve and Veno are on the other side, literally first in place, staring at
Veno killed Pollo.
I think Peterbot knows that danger's around the corner.
Peterbot kills Zen.
Oh my God.
That's so good. That's so good for Clicks and Veno, or Clicks and Higgs. Bro, he's gonna kill both of them. My God, he's killing both of them on high ground. Peterbot's taking it by force. Nah. Where's Clicks and Higgs? They're about to go for height. They're about to go for height on Peter. Oh, Peter's getting fried. Peter's getting fried. He's dead. He's dead. Yes. Yes. Come on, Clicks. Clicks and Higgs. They just got to worry about Veno and Veno and Curve. This is what they need. 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 Come on. Stay alive. Get your health up.
First place, even with Cold and Rapid still alive, but for Clicks and Higgs to play catch up here. They have the
They need to watch for the high ground play. Yep, it's coming right now.
But another one sends it towards the north.
Who sent it? Who sent it on them? They're fine. They're fine. A Minish is fighting for height. A Minish and Javi.
Don't forget, Javi and Minish were in 6th place coming into this. They have a chance to fight for first as well, and they're trying to just show us that they have life in them as they go up. But Clicks and Higgs is willing to.
Yes, Clicks and Higgs need to hold it down. How many kills do they have? 4? Okay, they have some kills. They have some kills.
And it's cost them so much material. Clicks and Higgs.
A Minish and Javi are not giving up for this high ground fight.
If they can't catch this refresh.
Yeah, you see Curve.
They need to keep an eye on them. They need to keep an eye on them. They're about to jump up on them right now.
Moment just like this, everything up above is
Keep an eye on them, bro.
Look at the material count, the lack of resources.
Frick.
They might have what they need to take the high ground. So Clicks and Higgs have to give it up. Javi,
Oh no.
said it yourself, from top 6 to start this game, this is their chance to increase their position.
Veno.
But Veno's backs up against the wall. 6 builds, tries to find his way to the front side.
Clicks is going down.
Using the bare minimum. Curve ends up in a scuffle against Clicks.
No, dude.
He's gonna have to reposition. And now Clicks
No, bro.
HP, a quick peek
The high ground, they had to defend so many high ground takes from these teams. They had Zen and Bucky jump them, and then Javi.
Veno didn't even get to pick up any mats either. So now he's down to 4 builds. But hey,
my
look,
God.
Inside the top 10 now, still earning points, but you have Cold and Rapid making up for time lost. But Veno's still going. Down goes Taki too. And now he's at 9 eliminations here, Jacob.
Oh, dude, they have 9 eliminations? Veno and Curve take first place here. Oh, hold on. Cold and Rapid are still alive. But Veno and Curve have 9 kills. Oh, Rapid goes down. I jinxed it. Hola. Hola. Is Veno still alive? Go back to him. He's still alive, bro.
Meanwhile, Veno is just soaking up placement points because the lobby's
Oh!
doing the hard work for him. And he goes in the monstrous shot onto Ritual. Oh my gosh. Veno just continues to do it time and time again. And don't count him out just yet. That's
Veno.
another huge shot. The full
He's so good.
Can he get some time to pop it? There it is. Tries to break out through the top. Look at the game sense, the awareness to break out of the dangerous layer. Veno is firing on all cylinders right now.
Veno!
And he is still going.
I can't believe what we're witnessing. Veno is taking over in this end game, but he has to be careful.
Veno! Oh my God. Oh my God, he's literally... What is he standing on? What is he standing on? The side of the wall.
He's still doing it. How is he managing to earn these points? He's trying to get it back in blood. He might actually get this elimination here too. Zip the fall down.
Dude, he almost just... Bro, they're in first. They're in first. The wall stand was crazy. The wall stand was crazy. Oh my God. Veno and Curve are in the lead. Poyo and Peterbot dropped from first to fourth.
We want to talk about Veno, but we need to highlight
Clicks and Higgs hold on to 10th. Agers Ritual in second. Cold Rapid third. Dude, that was crazy, bro. That was crazy. That was a crazy solo clutch from Veno.
Kelly Link, we are at 68 eliminations on the day.
I mean, and that is a solo clutch off of Curve and Veno having 8 eliminations before Curve went down. So
What a
wasn't
fry
it was
on
just
Poyo.
Veno in that game. But regardless, even with 8 eliminations, having Curve go down, Veno was not done yet.
Bigs to fly up, and even mid-air, opponents are moving. He's still hitting.
Dude, he almost got this 1v2.
That was watching this.
He almost got this 1v2, bro. He almost did it. If he didn't...
1v2, right?
Oh
Like,
my
this-
God.
It looked like he was unstoppable. Everybody's like hard.
Now in game number 11 is going to be a massive setback for any team here now. Jumping back to this right here, Peterbot. Boy, I don't think we've seen them actually fight Skittles' team at all. So Skittles somewhat caught out of position here and into the drop. Okay, this is exactly where Peterbot wants to. They know they're not going to have their average placement so far in the tournament is 8.6. The best of all the teams right now.
GTA 6, I think it's going to be...
That is...
I think it's going to be really...
impressive stat, just kind of taking a surface glance at it.
It's going to be a massive game.
Everyone else, though, clearly...
There's going to be... A lot of people are going to be playing it.
That's why they have the
Um...
higher points.
It is coming out on console first before it comes out on PC.
Exceptional right now. It's a great time to
So I'm not too sure like
checking in with them. What's
how.
going well
I mean,
with
I'm
them?
gonna definitely
Why
play it
can
right
they
when it comes out, even on console. But I don't know how much I'll be
Chris
invested until it's out on
Chris
PC.
is treating them very well.
How did that thing just heal them? The little diamond at Sandy Strip can heal you if you emote next to it.
With a whole other player, and three thing they're missing is a little bit of high ground, but it's cold and rapid. When do they ever lay on the high ground? Exactly, they get what they want. Just like Peterbot and Boyo, relentless pressure throughout the entirety of this game. They're almost 1,000 above the threshold, but you wouldn't think that to be true. They only have one elimination so far, so they're going for it. They're going for these high elim games. It's just they're not finding any success on the actual eliminations up until then, where they take down both Jack and Npen.
IRL appealed to me.
Quickly rotating towards the zone. And they're using that as a quick second here to look
IRL,
back.
I mean,
Seeing anybody that still has
I've been doing like IRL vlogs. I don't know how I feel about IRL streams. Like I'm interested in like dabbling in IRL streams, but I think the current streaming meta is very manipulated through like the clip method of like paying hundreds of people from like a third world country to post your clips everywhere and paying them like pennies is like not, it's not a tactic that I'm like super eager to like get involved in. And then the view botting that a lot of streamers have been indulging in is not something that I would ever do. So it's just kind of like the state of streaming has been kind of cringe lately.
Taking off right now.
Like the losers have arrived, you know what I'm saying? Like the any means necessary cheat to win type of people, industry plants, they've arrived. The organic era of streaming has unfortunately come to an end, and it's not impossible to become a streamer and be like legit, but it's definitely a lot harder now because of like the people cheating, the system, manipulating the system, the clip strats. It's the view bots, the chat bots, you know, especially with AI now. A lot of like people that are view botting are also chat botting, and it looks a little bit more authentic because the chat is moving. You know, before when someone would view bot, they would have a lot of viewers but no chatters, but now you can have like AI chat bots that are like typing things that are relevant to what's happening on stream, so it looks more realistic. And I'm a little over the streaming scene. I still think there's a lot of potential in content creation, but streaming is in such a rough spot. Twitch needs to do something about the view bots, and I think the algorithms right now, the short form algorithms are very easily manipulated, and it's making it a lot easier for like industry plans to be just shoved down our throats. Yeah, like the dead internet theory, like streaming is really catching the worst of it.
He was already in the lead, Jacob, with the most amount of elims, and he's continued to do so. But look at this, not looking good.
What is Peterbot doing to these guys?
He finds one. Can he get the follow-up here?
He's chasing a duel by himself. He's gonna get Poyo up. He literally just did so much damage to those guys that they ran away.
Start to use those along with pizza, but the zone is moving in. 10 ticks of damage, instantly popping the big pot. Really trusting Peterbot to get those flashes.
Yo, Seth, I don't know too much about the burnt peanut. I don't know.
Honestly, the storyline couldn't be any better.
I'm not like, I don't have time to be looking at like streamers and Poyo, what was that? And like to look into the validity of new streamers that are coming up and whatnot. Like I've heard things, I don't, you know, I don't know. One thing that I will say is that
on high ground.
Back in the
exactly
day-
what they need to do. They have solidified the
Come on, Clicks and
position in
Higgs.
here.
Let's at least lock it in these last two
Doing a
games.
good job sacrificing a
Back in the
little
day,
bit of HP so that way they can go deep into the
it
zone,
was like
connect
the
on that
bad
ground
streamers
over
that would
towards
view bot.
Fortress that gives them the luxury to
Like,
look
it was
towards
people
the
who
backside
really
zone,
were
team
just
players
terrible at
take the
streaming,
shockwave
or
in,
they
but
were
think
just
it's all smooth sailing, but
they were
Kirby
like
Venom
short-term
waiting for
view
these perfect
botters.
moments. They've elevated
They were
themselves step by step.
like they're not serious streamers, right? They're just like looking for shortcuts and they suck at streaming. Dude, nowadays you have some good streamers,
8 elims now.
talented streamers
Venno is really starting to heat up here, and they're not even interested in jumping down from
that are
max.
also
Notice that
view
they
botting.
wanna maintain this positioning,
You have
and they're
streamers that
still trying to
already
time
have
behind here,
thousands
trying to
of
play for another win. Higgs, though,
loyal
is the
viewers
only one up top. They send
that are
Higgs
view
down
botting.
low. Clicks finds Peter,
You have streamers that are
finishes them.
sponsored. You have
Sweeps
streamers that
them
are
under the rug.
millionaires,
And now
multi-millionaires that
Venno
are view
and
botting.
Curve. Here comes the setup.
So it's
Off
just,
they go.
you know, the
Curve's got no
bar
mat, so they
just
have
keeps
to
going
concede to go
lower and
lower
lower.
here. And this terrain's
Lower
not
and
helping.
lower.
Look at all these old builds as things are moving back and
Like,
forth.
there's
But
no
Venno
bounds
and
to the
Curve
greed.
Are still neck to neck with Clicks and Higgs right here.
Yeah, Curve and Venno, I feel like they know they don't even necessarily need the high ground. They don't even necessarily need the win. They just need to remain consistent. That slows them down a little bit. Big shot is going to land onto Venno. Pressure coming from up above. Thank gosh that Curve is
Wait,
there
how
to
did-
alleviate
how did
some of
Higgs
the
get
pressure,
knocked?
holding on to the build, but if you blink, you might have missed it. Higgs has
Stay alive,
went
stay
down.
alive,
Clicks
stay
trying to
alive,
go
stay
for
alive.
revive. Curve and Venno realize
Oh
nobody
my
else is
They don't know where they're
there
at.
to contest it. They use the fizz. They use the shockwaves. They instantly
Now they
take
found
away
them.
that high ground. 6 teams left, Monster, and everybody.
Oh my God, Curve and Venno are gonna win this game? Come on, come on, come on, Higgs. Come on, Higgs. They don't have mats. They don't have mats. They have to drop down. They have to drop down.
They know we don't have enough mats to hold
Clicks
this
gonna get
one
his
down.
200 health back.
Clicks and Higgs managed to have just enough HP though to go ahead and heal back.
My
his
dude
team,
is
but then you
speaking
have
tonight, yo,
Look
Jotsu.
at
I got
this.
you, man.
So
I got you. I gotta speak up sometimes, you know.
Player here in the mid ground right now, trying to evaluate what he wants to do here, but he's got pressure coming in from potentially Venno and Curve here on the layer.
It's not looking good for Venno and Curve.
He actually finds Curve. It's gonna be Muzz who jumps in, and they get the full finish.
Yeah, but still, that's no worries to me. Venno's just
Bro,
taking his
low-key,
time to
it's
heal
gonna
up.
be a little
Goes for his
tragic
outside zone, still almost
for-
able to chug left, but
Oh,
Higgs
Venno goes
is
down.
beyond the
It's gonna be a little
chase,
tragic
gets a
for
good amount of
Clicks and
damage,
Higgs
and so
to-
the zone does the rest.
have, like,
Clicks and Higgs
3
have finally
wins
woken up from their slumber.
and not be in the
From day
top
one to
5.
day two,
You know what I'm
they
saying?
finally found their form back. 5 eliminations here.
Like,
The
no
rest
other
is still
team has
up.
more than 1 win.
Pig down
And they're
onto
about to
space,
secure their
separates him
3rd
from
victory
Muzz.
royale.
He has no builds. He probably feels in the back of his mind he has to
Like,
get
they've
this
got it.
elimination, but
Muzz is a
underneath,
solo.
the Braids takes him down, gets the elimination, and moves 1 step closer
Muzz
to first.
dead.
I was gonna say, talk
Okay,
about
Bolts
the
and
slumber.
Acorn are a little
Bolts and
dangerous.
Acorn were down low. Now they're the sleeping giants starting to wake up here.
But they're getting
And
pushed by
Clicks and
everybody.
Higgs, but you have a lot more players
Clicks
to
and
worry
Higgs are
about.
just on
Braids
high
and
ground
Eagles
shooting
are here to
down.
mess around as well. They also need the refresh too, as they're out of material, so they're going to be forced into this fight here, whether you like it or not. And then, of course, Clicks and Higgs.
They're burning
have
through
to
their
come
heals. That's
down
good.
And jump in this battle as well. Bolts uses the shockwave to go up. Someone gets eliminated in the sky. It's actually Clicks. He couldn't touch down in time.
What has
And
happened?
Bolts and Acorn all of a sudden now find
How
themselves in
did-
a winning position, and
Oh.
the shot goes through, and just like that.
Okay, Clicks and Higgs are not dropping out of top 12. They're gonna qualify for LAN. They're not dropping out of top 12. The point difference between 12 and them is over 100 points.
People always have that same conversation. Who will land on first place? And right now, it looks like we have an interesting situation breaking down.
What's going on?
Peterbot and Poyo look to contest Curve and Venno, but Curve and Venno already see that one coming. They leave, they go to Squibbly Shores, and they get another early game elimination. Zeke said it, Monster. Eventually,
They predicted
this
the
will become
swap.
mathematically impossible for anybody outside of Curve and Venno to win.
They predicted the
I already knew
swap.
this was gonna happen. I knew that Venno was someone that Peterbot and Pollo like respect at such a competitive level. They would be willing to contest them. They would be willing to try to throw their tournament off. But Venno is one of the smartest players we've ever had, and he will see it from a mile away. So even now, them just mixing up, it's just a safety strat. It's to say, hey, who wants to battle us? Come bring it. We're not afraid to mix it up. We're not afraid to stay dynamic here in the last game.
He's gonna push them still.
Like Peterbot and Poyo going into this game, though, with that elimination, of course, with Veno and Curve, they are 98 points away from an FNCS champion, and that's only playing catch up to Curve and Veno. They still got so many big names in their path that they're looking to take it. They probably noticed that Curve and Veno weren't at the Battlewood. They immediately turn around. They got a hint of what's going on. Maybe they think this is them, but it's Raven and CDZ, a whole nother team. This gives a huge moment here for Curve and Veno to look on over, possibly engage, possibly disengage. The choice is definitely there, especially since it's taken a little bit.
Poyo goes down.
Peterbot lands a shot, but Poyo goes down. Raven is escaping back inside of the building. That puts Peterbot
Oh my God.
1v2.
Oh no.
He can 1v2. He can 1v2. He can 1v2. Oh my God.
And that is not the way you want this to start going down right here. If you're Peterbot or Poyo, you need so many more points. You cannot afford to be get set this far behind. Peterbot, though, in a world of trouble here. Plenty of enemy builds. He's going to have to back off. Shot through the wall as well. This is, of course, Raven and CDZ's one chance to go in and pounce on him. But Peterbot's back in the mix.
Dude,
They're fully
Peterbot can
healthy.
do this.
Misses an important shot here.
He did miss an important shot right there. Oh, these guys are freaking healing to full, man. Holy crap. Oh, it's over.
Able to get the materials from Poyo.
It's over for
Raven
Pete.
lands another monster shot, getting the shield gone out from Peterbot. He has the minis still there.
Do we count him out?
Of build, CDZ and Raven really don't have no materials down.
Do we count him
low.
out?
They can't not fight upwards, so he has to drop down low. Peterbot
Do we count him out?
Take the fight to them as CDZ gets dropped to this. Less than 50 HP, but a third party's coming in, Monster. A third party from the east, from Dark Dominion, looks to interrupt this play.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh no, Peter's going down.
You know who, but give it a second here. Raven CD's even a little too passive now. They had an opportunity to finish up this. They back off instead.
Pete.
Rapid and Cold show up, and they are cleaning up house faster than ever. They find two quick elims, even shooting the down body just to show and flex that
They're looking for
here
Pete
as well. And look at this. They are hunting for poor Peterbot, who's now hiding inside of the factory. Just unprecedented type of
My
endgame
God.
right now. You never see this level of clash go down here. Definitely not for the likes of Peterbot. He's normally the one hunting. Now he's being hunted.
Yeah, they probably saw in the feed that Poyo did go down, so they immediately left their drop spot to beeline it on over. This is a team that's on the
God.
Gold is in third place. You see it there. Peterbot and Poyo in fourth place. And it really was asking the question, is anybody going to be brave enough with the point gap so close? You would really risk your spot.
Dude, he stayed alive.
If you were looking to go on the chase, but Veno, Curve, they not only left.
Dude, the Veno and Curve are just like racking up kills. They're making it impossible.
They're already going on the hunt for these elims. They don't want to win after game 12, Monster. They want to win during this game so they could take a much-needed victory lap.
Well, this is crazy. You know, if you just allow them to continue to get elims like this, which
Dude.
they have done
Peter-
extremely successful.
Peter was gonna
way more
1v2 those
successful
guys
than any other team here on the
if
weekend.
Cold and Rapid
They
didn't show
will
up.
be too far ahead. We would be asking so much of Cold and Rapid. We're talking upwards of 10, 15 elims and a victory royale. Give this a second now. So from one
This guy's got two chug
team wipe
jugs.
onto another now. Dozier and Escher trying to fight the fired up Veno and Curve here. Meanwhile, Curve has been live this entire time, by the way. Do not sleep on him. This is, again,
He's streaming.
nothing like we've ever seen before.
Yeah, especially for Mom and
Peterbot gone.
Imagine him. Oh, he
Peterbot
is
gone.
By Cold and Rapid. Peterbot goes down in fourth place, tied with Agers and Ritual. Could only get
Damn,
worse.
Veno. Veno, he's so good, bro. Holy.
Decisive comes in. Much needed builds get replenished by Veno. Curve not slowing down, trying to alleviate the pressure. Lands a huge
Good
shot on the
pre-fire.
face
Oh
here,
my
and the
God.
elimination
What kind of edit was
as well.
that?
5 elims, Monster. 5
They got 5 elims already. They win.
This is domination
They win.
at its finest in
Peterbot
Major
out.
on NA Central.
Cold and Rapid are 103 points behind them. 103 points. Winning is what, 65 points? 10 kills is 40 points. That's 105. That means Rapid and Cold need to kill them right now and win with like 10 kills.
The task at hand is, we know what needs to be done, and it really does feel like the impossible. Wall, you just have to read it, brother. All right, it's whenever you're ready, just let us know. They're at 6 eliminations now.
What are they doing here?
A little cheeky here, though. Trying to see if anyone's willing to kind of sneak on by to find a couple elims right now.
No one's coming. No one's coming. What are we doing?
Off to the races right now. A 100-point gap separating them from the rest of the competition.
They need Curve and Veno to go
If
down
Veno wins
outside
this
the top
FNCS,
25
he'll be the
without a
first
single
player in
elimination
history
more. And then
to
they
win
need
on
win
both
the game
major
with
regions,
10
NA
or so
and EU.
eliminations in the double
And Curve
digits.
will
So
be the
it's going to
first
show
controller
how
player
much of a runaway this
to
is
win
turning
an
into. And there we
FNCS
see a
since
lot of rigs going down.
2023.
It's not only the battle, just kind of focus on getting that damage. Well, not
X Squad,
receiving much.
57
Acorn
months.
bolts.
Curve putting controller back on the
Some
map.
shots onto N-Pen and Jack in
He
the
is.
distance, inadvertently kind of alleviating some of the pressure. N-Pen and Jack could have looked to get aggressive. Acorn and Bolts 132 above the damage threshold. They sit in third place on the leaderboard, a mere 6 points out of second. Huge chunk of money differential. And I'll talk
Who am I
about
rooting for? I mean,
Bolts,
I was
Subway,
rooting for
Miracle
Clicks
can happen. Acorn
and Higgs,
Bolts
but
keeps
it
the
did not
major
go in
one
their
matchup
favor,
alive.
unfortunately.
Bolts,
Reed and Cooper
Peterbot died.
pretty strong right now, guys.
He's like
340 damage above, safe in the
He might
zone,
finish like
plenty
top
to work
6.
with right now. That's the type of position you want to see Reed and Cooper in if they're going to land. Seek and Taki on the other
Is this
side.
one of
Same
Peterbot's like
conditions
worst
for them.
performances?
Still have a couple shockwaves to work
In the
with.
last
Not
couple
too
years?
many to make it towards end.
Yo, Clicks and Higgs
In this one with
are
the splash,
qualified
already you
for
can
the
see
land.
poison up for that
They
high
have
ground
enough
here.
points. Oh yeah, I forgot about Peter's globals performance, the last globals.
going on. They try to land some shots before they go ahead and make their way on over. They're just trying to pressure them so that way they don't make any peaks, makes the rotation that much
The Chaos
safer.
Reloader is too much of an equalizer.
That distance, they're 193 above the damage threshold. Inside
I will
of that
say the Chaos
qualification range,
Reloader
TPM
does
hold
make it
on here,
harder
especially
for some of
more
these
so
teams
now.
to
Tommy
like
is looking to walk 'em down.
Really close
key
now to earn some
and like
position points here
outplay
as
because
well.
it, you know,
28 teams still
it's very
standing.
easy to land like a
Curve finds
165
Kindle
body
there
shot
in
with the
the
Chaos
lead.
Reloader.
Veno super hit up off the rotate here. That brings them up to 7 eliminations.
It's a good way to put it. It is an
Curve
equalizer.
finding his moment, finding his footing now. These last couple games, I mean, it's been the Veno show, but Curve has stepped up when it mattered most. Even in this game, clutching elim after elim, and now finding the follow-up and the refresh that they need to succeed here. Fighting for second at this point. If you can't take down Curve and Veno now, it'll just be too late.
It's already too late.
Yep.
Curve and Veno win,
This is the
chat.
moment
It's
right
already
here. As
too
soon as
late.
they get into the top 15, I almost think it's
Oh,
mathematically impossible.
the turn
French
on.
drops down low outside of the bubble. I'm not sure he secured enough points before finally going down there. Muzz and Sphinx up above. Reed and Cooper sacrificing the HP, staying outside of the zones. That way they can fizz, they can shockwave, and hopefully get to the front side. But they're just taking so much damage. They don't have the heals to get up to full HP and shield anymore.
Muzz and Sphinx still putting pressure from up top. Cooper, Reed trying to stay alive. Seek and Taki fighting their way towards a qualification, and teams are dropping faster than you can even realize. We're
Curve
already
and
up into
Veno.
the top 17 now. Curve and Veno are not stopping, though. Another team falls to their hands. It's a Minish and Javi. A top 5 performance was valiant for them on the standings coming into this. But it's Curve and Veno who are fighting for the championship win now. And look at this, Jacob. I mean, they are breaking away with a huge lead.
Yep, and even when it looks like it's bleak, Veno gets dropped down to a sliver of HP. They're surviving. Bolt's trying to do the same thing. 5 HP, loses Acorn though, so we need another big solo clutch performance. Almost runs into Curve and Veno all along the way, but he's able to slip past them as Curve and
Veno goes
finds
down.
another elimination before Veno finally goes down. Curve is out of builds here, trying to use the shock to splash to keep himself as full of HP as possible. Even finding a fizz to utilize here on the side. Curve, I think, has done enough inside.
Got the knock.
And he finds another elimination
Damn.
onto Cooper. Curve might have gone down, but they are your FNCS Major 1 champions.
They've done it. They've done enough to be up at the top, to sit on the throne now.
I like that the
Veno
casters
is the
can just
conqueror
be
of
straight up and be
2
like, yeah,
regions
they
here.
won.
Curve, his first time
Like
ever.
even before the
Yes,
leaderboard is
victory
finished.
here.
Because
But for now,
I remember when I was
Muzz and
casting,
Sphinx are
like
trying to
this was
find
like
their
way
victory
back
lap.
in like
This is all
2019,
battles for money.
2018.
This is all battles for seats at the
They never
ladder
wanted you to
where
be
the
like,
story will
oh, like
continue.
like they win, like it's over. They want to like build suspense, even if it's very obvious. But I'm glad like we moved on from that.
The 2 teams that are left Survive Monster. Both of them already have their spot secured. So this is everything for Jargu by himself. Tries the shockwave in. He gets tagged up left and right. Down in third place. Did he do enough to qualify for Dusseldorf?
Well, it's going to be really close for now, though. The action
Muzz and Sphinx.
Muzz here who finds elimination. Ritual gets tagged up big time. Sphinx looking for his moment.
Ooh.
And he does it in the end. And that's going to be a nice, wonderful way to end the FNCS there.
There it is. There's the final numbers right here, chat. Veno and Curve, first place. Agers, Ritual, second. Acorn Bolts, third. Cold, Rapid, fourth. Muzz, Sphinx, top 5. Zavi and Minish, 6th. Peterbot Poyo, 7th. Flix Higgs, 10th. History was made, chat. History was made. The first player in the world to win on 2 major regions of Fortnite. Veno is the first player in the world to win on 2 of the major regions and secure an FNCS on both. And Curve, the first controller win since 2023. So even though Clicks and Higgs did not do well, history was still made. Veno documentary incoming? How'd you know? How'd you know?
When it comes to the mindset,
This was such a good play. This is when it all started falling into place. That little side jump was hot.
And he knows exactly how to
Oh my
respond.
God.
Curve and Veno showing everyone that they
You know, he's not
deserve
playing on
this
high
spot.
ping. He's in
They
Dallas
deserve
right now.
first place.
Guys,
So many.
that was a lot of fun. I'm glad I got to do the watch party. I haven't really done a watch party in a long time, but you guys seem to really like it. Definitely going to do more of those, more watch parties in the future. So thank you guys for tuning in. I will see you guys. Veno and Curve are your FNCS champions. People always like make fun of the casters for like smiling and nodding their head, but I remember when I casted, like when you're not talking, you're just looking at the camera, you're just like,
And jump into that first place.
I'm happy that you mentioned top 8. What about top 7? I see Clicks and Higgs sitting in 7th place right now. They started yesterday so